Greetings from the Citizens Institute on Rural Design. We're excited to share more about our program with you. I'm Courtney Spearman with the National Endowment for the Arts. I'm joined today by colleagues Omar Hakim from To Be Done Studio and Stephen Sugg from the Housing Assistance Council. The Citizens Institute on Rural Design, or CIRD for short, is a leadership initiative of the National Endowment for the Arts in partnership with the Housing Assistance Council. Additional design support for the program comes from To Be Done Studio. Focusing on communities with populations of 50,000 or less, CIRD's goal is to enhance the quality of life and economic vitality of rural America through planning, design, and creative placemaking. Since 1991, CIRD has provided design assistance for more than 100 rural communities in all regions of the U.S., empowering residents to leverage local and regional assets in order to guide the civic development and future design of their own communities.
So your first question might be, what is rural design and why does it matter? Well-designed rural communities are places where people want to live and invest in their future. As the character of many rural communities is threatened by outmigration, loss of an economic base, and urbanization, designing vibrant rural places is increasingly important. Good rural design goes beyond aesthetics. It fosters economic development and contributes to livability. And of course, community cohesion and pride in place is often manifested in design. So what are some examples of rural design projects? Historic preservation and adaptive reuse of community buildings. Leveraging Main Street or local businesses for economic development, streetscape, wayfinding, and facade improvement. Developing recreational trails for mobility, active transportation, and economic development. Integrating cultural identity into the built environment to drive heritage tourism, designing quality, affordable housing that supports livable, equitable communities, creating public or civic spaces that support and integrate cultural expression, local identity, play, and active recreation, redesigning Main Street as a local street versus a state highway or throughway, and designing spaces and places that improve access to healthy food and local food systems.
CIRD is driven by the idea that design can be a powerful tool for rural communities to build on existing assets and improve quality of life, economic vitality, and experience of place. Through this program, we've learned that communities know their own needs best, and that the best ideas come from communities themselves. CIRD's approach to rural design combines community-driven aspirations with the technical and design skills necessary to move from idea to reality. We also know that good rural design can take many different forms and show up at many different scales. CIRD's projects range from small interventions like murals or pocket parks to larger initiatives like creating a downtown revitalization district or a pedestrian safety corridor. With the guidance of architects, Main Street planners, landscape architects, transportation planners, and CIRD program staff, our programs introduce a wide range of rural design strategies that can help a community address their design challenges.
So how does CIRD work? We have two primary programs, customized multi-day local design workshops for specific communities, and a design learning cohort program that engages a spectrum of community leaders in peer learning and rural design skill building. We also host webinars several times a year and offer all kinds of community design resources through our website. The workshop program offers competitive funding to small towns and rural and tribal communities to host local design, planning, and creative placemaking professionals. The workshops bring together local residents and community leaders to develop actionable solutions to their pressing design challenges. Through the design learning cohort, leaders from selected communities across the country are invited to engage in peer learning, training in design, planning, community engagement, and facilitation techniques, technical assistance for their community design challenge, and support in navigating federal funding opportunities to make their vision a reality.
And finally, we'd like to introduce a CIRD case study from 2020. Built by formerly enslaved and freeborn Black artisans, the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Athens, Ohio, has been an anchor for the Black community in Appalachia for more than a century. Now in disrepair, the building needed a boost to support robust programming that honors its history and nurtures current residents. Through the workshop, the CIRD team crafted a phased strategic master plan that rehabilitates the building's interior as a local hub, preserves a symbol for the Black Appalachian community, and lays the groundwork for an inclusive and safe cultural space, fosters learning and creativity, and generates heritage tourism opportunities. You can learn more about Mount Zion and all of our work on the CIRD website, as well as sign up for our newsletter. Thanks so much for your attention, and please keep in touch.